Hey guys, this is Grant from Cool Trains in Montreal, and I was gonna film a video here of just my little shelf layout. This is the third one I've done, and just give you a little quick overview of it because it's winter in Montreal and it's too cold to go outside and film trains a lot. So rather than just film trains outside, I'll show you a few of the trains of my collection and some of the buildings I build and stuff like this. So the first thing I want to show is the really cool N scale Atlas ALP 45DP, and I'll pick that up later. But have a look at that, man. That is so cool. And I never thought Atlas would make this. I thought maybe Rapido Trains would do it. You never know, because they were like big on, Rapido Trains does Canadian prototypes. Atlas, well, yeah, okay, you could say, you can argue, well, this is a New Jersey transit kind of thing. And yeah, but when I emailed them actually, and I said, look, the colors on these AMT trains are really nice, and there might be a lot of Americans who would be interested in it. And I guess somebody from Atlas was listening, or they already realized that this was a nice color scheme and it would sell fairly well. So they did it, and I got it, and in N scale. I knew this existed in HO already. But yeah, this is really, really great. And so this shelf layout here, just to show people that, look, if you don't think you don't have room for, an HO, an N scale layout even, you don't need a big layout. You just need a little shelf. This is something like 2 feet wide. Not even 2 feet. This is like 1 foot wide by 3 feet long. And look at this, man. It's really great how much you can stuff into like that kind of space. It's not really big, and yet you can do a lot with these things. And yeah, because it's N scale. So this is why I'm such a fan of N scale, because you have a lot of space. The trains are small, so you have a great ratio of scenery to trains. Yeah, and I just wanted to show here, this is how easily this is built. So the backdrop is just an extra piece of shelving I found in the garage, and I painted it blue with some dollar store blue paint. I mean, that's great. It cost you $2 to go and get some paint at the dollar store and do this whole, backdrop. So, and it's a nice blue. It's decent. The shelving, you can get that at a hardware store for like, what, $6? And I took this on the bus, I think, because it's not that big, and I don't have a car, so I can't take a giant sheet of 4x8 insulation. So that's another thing I want to mention. Dollar store foam core. That stuff you can easily get, and you can either cut it and bring it on the bus or whatever. The sheet, I think, size is 24 by 36, I think, for like $3. That is a really good price. And you can build your scenery base on it. And yeah, you spend a little more on glue, I guess, but you know what? It's not that bad. And that sheet of foam core goes a long way. So anyone who's seen my videos might recognize my inspiration here. This is kind of probably, I would say, very much inspired by the bridge at Ville Saint Pierre, Saint Jacques Street. And the background buildings, yeah, you might have seen them before too, because they were on my Cool Trains in Montreal page, and also I think I showed some of them on another video of an N-scale layout that I was considering doing. That's not off the table, but... And I don't know if I showed here my little scratch-built fire station. Now this is pretty cool. I like this because it's just easy to make, and some scraps or whatever, and I thought it was kind of clever. And these little cars here, they're not that expensive. I mean, right now in Canada, the dollar is low. I mean, it sucks. But when I was buying these trains, the Canadian dollar was more at par with the American dollar, so it was cheaper to buy these things. So my collection is big, mostly based off of that, because I bought a lot of stuff during, around 2000 to 2010, that time. So yeah, anyways, I thought I would show this. These cars and trucks, you can get them at shows and you can get them online. The little white car there, I think I got that as a, I think it's Kato or some Chinese company. You can go online, you can get them for like 100 cars for like $5-10, something like that. And I think they're not quite N scale. They're a little bit, they're 1 to 200 scale, I think. But yeah, no one's going to notice. They're that good. Now the roadway here is not quite finished. I mean, yeah, there should be a fascia there, everything like that. But just wanted to show this off quickly. I'll do maybe an expanded video. What I'll do is I'll take this shelf and I'll hook it up to a power source and I can run the trains on this. Because one other thing that's great about these shelf layouts is you can use them as a test track. And then here you have 3 test tracks. You know, all you got to do is hook them up to a DC power pack, and you got a little bit of a running track here. And yeah, it looks really great, and it's better than just having a test track because that's kind of boring. But this here gives you a chance to test your skills, you know, your design skills, and your ability to kind of build something with scenery and try out different scenery techniques on something that's not maybe your main layout. If you have a big layout and you're kind of scared of trying water, say, or trying something and messing it up, try it on one of these. And I mean, if you mess it up, you can throw it away, but 9 times out of 10, even more than that, better odds than that, you're gonna like what you get, and you're gonna be able to show this off, and people who walk into your place, you know, they'll see this and they'll inquire a bit about your hobby, and you know, and it'll be something that you can show off with pride without having to schlep them down to a train room or something like that. Or, you know, maybe some people don't want to necessarily see your gigantic layout, but they might be interested in seeing some of what you do. So this is a good idea of giving some people a small sample of what model railroading can be. And this is my little video for now. And like I said, as Montreal is such a cold place right now, on my channel I'll be showing some of the private videos that I have, because I like to release 1 video a day, not more than that really, of mainline trains. But I have a few of them, but not so many because I don't get the chance to go out as much in the cold. But I will be releasing these videos because now this is the time to do indoor stuff. And in Montreal, indoor trains is now the best thing to do. So thank you very much for watching. And please give this a like or subscribe if you're interested. And I'll have a lot more because I do have a pretty decent collection. I mean, it's not an insane collection, but it is pretty big. So I'll be able to show some of this off. And I'll show some running trains and stuff like that. I mean, I don't have a huge layout right now. All I have is the shelves because of I don't have the space right now. But since I just want to show people that you don't need the big space to have something, you know. So you have, if you want to get into the train game, you know, if you want to you know, work with something that's model railroads, you don't need something giant. You just need maybe start off with a little shelf like this to see if you like it, and you know, and if you're interested in the scenery and building the kits, you know, you can progress from there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel Cool Trains in Montreal, and there'll be more of this to come. Have a good day.